All right, let's dive right in. We're about to pull back the curtain on probably the most complex and, honestly, the most fascinating machine in the entire universe, your mind.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about it? How does some random sight or a sound just turn into a thought or a memory or a decision you're about to make? What is actually going on inside our heads every single second? Well, that whole invisible process, it has a name: cognition. You can think of it as the blueprint for your thoughts, the machinery of how you know things, and really the engine that drives your entire consciousness. It's this incredible, seamless flow. Your mind is constantly just soaking up raw data from the world around you, making sense of it almost instantly, filing away what's important, and then pulling it back out to help you figure out what to do next. Here's a really great way to picture it. Think about your phone. The hardware is just a hunk of metal and glass, right? It's the operating system, the software, that makes it smart. It's the exact same with us. The brain is the physical hardware, but cognition? That's the powerful software running the whole show.
So, how does this incredible software actually run its programs? Let's take a look inside. And the best way to do that is to imagine your mind as this super high-tech factory with a precision assembly line for processing reality itself.
It makes perfect sense, right? Raw materials come in, they get worked on at different stations, and then a finished product comes out the other side. Well, your mind's assembly line for information works in pretty much the exact same way.
So, station number one, input. This is where it all begins. Just like raw materials showing up at the factory loading dock, everything you see, hear, taste, and touch is information flooding in, ready to be processed. But of course, the factory can't process everything all at once. It would be chaos. That's where attention comes in. Attention acts like a spotlight. Your mind shines it on what's important, like a friend's voice in a super loud room, and just lets all the other background noise fade away. Now, once that piece of information is selected, it moves to the understanding station. And this is where something truly amazing happens. Your mind doesn't just see the new data, it connects it to this huge warehouse of everything you already know, instantly giving it context and meaning. Next up, it's off to that warehouse we just mentioned, memory. The important stuff gets stored. Some of it goes into a short-term bin, for quick access, but the really vital things get locked away in long-term storage, sometimes for your entire life. And finally, we get to the end of the assembly line, decision and action. This is the output. This is the finished product. Your mind takes all that process information and uses it to solve a problem, make a choice, or just, take the next step. So just take a second to look at that incredible sequence. From sensing the world to acting in it, this whole cognitive assembly line is running inside your head silently and perfectly every single second of every single day. It's pretty wild. Okay, so this brings us to a really crucial distinction, one that a lot of people kind of get mixed up. We've used that hardware versus software analogy, so let's get crystal clear on the difference between the mind and the brain. It's actually really simple when you break it down. The brain is the wetware. It's the physical, 3-pound organ sitting inside your skull. But the mind? The mind is the non-physical experience that the brain creates. All your thoughts, your feelings, your entire conscious world. Let's just look at this side by side. The brain's nature is physical, right? It's made of cells and nerves. But the mind is psychological. It's made of our thoughts, memories, and feelings. One is a computer hardware, the other is a software. Totally different, but they work together perfectly. If you only take one thing away from this section, let it be this. It's the perfect summary. The brain is the machine, the mind is how the machine works. Simple, powerful, and gets right to the point. Okay, so we've covered the what and the how, but what about the so what? Why does understanding all this stuff about your mind's architecture actually matter to you? Well, this is where this knowledge really becomes a powerful tool. Because cognition isn't just some abstract theory in a textbook. It's the operating system for your entire life. Understanding how it works has a direct impact on everything. How you study, how you make big decisions, how you handle your emotions, how you deal with other people, even how confident you feel. And that's really the ultimate takeaway here. You can't really change your brain's physical hardware, but you can absolutely update and improve its software. When you understand the process of thinking, you can learn to think more clearly, learn faster, and just flat out make better choices in your life. So the final thought I want to leave you with is this. Your mind isn't fixed. It's not just hardware. It's trainable software. You've now got a peek at the user manual.
So the only question left, and it's a personal one, is this: what are you going to train your mind to do?